Hello friends, welcome to Akul Mac Live. I'm Kanchan Verma and today we are discussing about music therapy with our guest. But before that, I would like to remind you there's a free gift available only for you. So stick around to this episode till the end. We will guide you how to avail your free gift. Hello friends, welcome to our show and today we have Dr. Shambhavi Das and again we will be discussing some special raga. So welcome to the show Shambhavi. How are you doing today?
Namaste. Hello, Kanchanji, and everyone. I'm doing okay. Thanks for inviting me again.
Yeah, so what raga we are discussing today?
So, today I would like to discuss Rag Bhairav, which is a very important rag in Indian classical music. And Bhairav is something which people learn on the basics because therapeutically and music training wise also it is very important and a very basic rag. It's a parent of all ragas. So I would like to discuss that, and it's an interesting rag.
Yeah, so before we start this rag and understand this rag, so would you also kind of sing something for our viewers so that they can understand that what kind of rag we are discussing?
Sure. So I would like to sing a very popular bhajan in Rag Bhairav. ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम ऐसे हो हमारे करम नेकी पर चले और बदी से डरे ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम ये अंधेरा घना छा रहा मेरा इंसान घबरा रहा हो रहा बेखबर कुछ ना आता नजर सुख का सूरज छिपा जा रहा है तेरी रोशनी में जो दम तो अमावस को कर दे पूनम नेकी पर चले और बदी से डरे ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम ऐसे हो हमारे करम नेकी पर चले और बदी से डरे ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम
बहुत खूबसूरत,
Thank
बहुत
you.
अच्छा and very entertaining and very kind of touching our heart. So let's know about this raga and how it affects when we talk about music therapy.
So this is a raga, and actually today I have taken this is a dull, this is a serious rag. Unlike other ragas which we have done already in the other episodes, but this is not a bubbly, not a playful rag. And why? Because this has a lot of minor notes. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da ma ga re sa. Yes, it is serious rag, but there is a big significance. Why is it so serious? First of all, it is a dawn raga, not even pratah kal. Pratah kal is still 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but this is a very ancient rag which is created by Lord Shiva when he was meditating. So this is a dawn rag which is sung around 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. Means when sun is about to rise, and when it rises up and when it is actually it enters in your eyes with a red color, so it is called arvind. So at that time, this rag is sung, and this has a very big significance. Why? Because this is a rag which activates our whole chakras, all the 7 chakras we have from down to up, 7 chakras. So that's why it is very serious rag. Now, when you wake up in the morning, obviously you don't like to listen to playful songs, bubbly, because at that time you are cool, calm, you have taken a very productive sleep, and you want to go and visit your nature. You go and spend time at that time that this rag is sung. Now in these days, obviously we don't wake up at 4 o'clock, but still there is a that is called a Brahma Bela. Brahma Bela means the God's time. Whatever, when you wake up at that time, when whatever you do, your mind is the most grasping. That's the most grasping time, and your mind retains the maximum at that time. So this rag works on your brain a lot. That it actually makes you retain things, whatever you are learning, whatever you are doing at that time. So it is said that you should always do something productive, constructive at that time. More constructive than worshipping the God, because obviously worshipping God is good, but it's something you are doing it daily. So you should do something which is you are growing your brain at that time, because anyways your brain will grow. So this is very therapeutic rag because it is set to activate the chakras when you are singing at, and this rag makes you prepare for the diurnal activities you are doing. So when you have activated your chakras, when you have energized it, so now you are ready for such a big time cross till evening. We all want to just sleep. So it is very good at that time, and it has a lot of significance, and Lord Shiva has created it's a first raga. In Carnatic music it is called Maya Malav Gauda, and it's in Carnatic discipline also it's very important rag. I would like to sing once. It has a minor note, the second minor, and the sixth minor. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa re. So this has been, it's taken like like it doesn't wait on the re, it is very oscillating. The minor notes are so oscillating, as if you are searching something from your chakras. And it is normally, this rag is so, it is sung from your the blower gut. So it seems like it is, it works on your toxins as well, because at that lower abdomen you have a lot of toxins, you urinate. So sare sare. So this part, when you do this, it seems it's so oscillating that it's cleansing you. So it's very good for cleansing your body and your mind, soul.
So before we go forward, I would like to tell our viewers that Dr. Shambhavi Das is a well-known music therapist and somebody who wants to get the music therapy or want to learn music. So contact us. We will facilitate learning of music and music therapy. So now, Dr. Shambhavi Das, I would like to ask you that there's a lot of folk music and there's a lot of classical music. We are talking about classical music, but I think as a lay person that classical music may have originated from folk music. So what is the difference between classical music and folk music?
Yes, you are right. And folk music is a very beautiful genre. And you're right, classical music has been originated because classical music is what? It has been standardized. Whatever songs you sing in a daily basis, we write it down and we say, oh, this is a classical music. So, folk music was Jhulat Ram. Ramchandji was born. So what ladies are singing? झूलत राम पलनवा हो रामा. So basically folk music is what you think, what you do on the daily basis, that you just keep you sing it musically. And this song has been originated by the rural areas as well, like the farmer ladies who used to go for farming and growing the farms and everything. They have all the so I'm from UP. Everybody have their own have their regional folks. Marathis have their own lavani, abhang, and UP have their own Kajri, Chaiti, Baramasa, Sawan. Sawan song is sung on during the Sawan, the rainy season. So for every seasons you have a rag, for every event, festivities you have a song, and for every the when the child is born, when a marriage function is going on, whatever you can think of, there are songs for that. Agriculture songs, banna banni songs, they are singing in the marriage. Like in UP we have a banna banni songs, and sohar song is there when the child is born. Then so there are many songs, and so basically folk music is for jan samanya, means the common masses. The common masses cannot understand classical music, they cannot standardize the music, so they are very sweet people. And they like to sing also, and they like to listen also the songs in their languages, and the tunes which are very easy. Like we have songs, tunes are very easy in the folk music. So uh, uh, normally we can say that classical music is originated because they used to sing a lot. Now the people listen to that tunes and they standardized it, and we call it classical music, and then the ragas are made or whatever. So this is one aspect. Now I'm going to give you one example, like Navaratri song. मैया के मंदिरवा में दीपक बाती, मैया के मंदिरवा में दीपक बाती, भवानी के मंदिरवा में दीपक बाती, काहे का दीपक काहे की बाती, काहे का दीपक. Somebody asks the lady, काहे का दीपक, काहे का दीपक काहे की बाती, काहे का तेल चढ़े सारी राती. So the lady tells, भक्ति का दीपक श्रद्धा की बाती, माणिक तेल चढ़े सारी राती, मैया के मंदिरवा में दीपक बाती. So this is also made by the common people while singing sometimes. So like in some folk songs we forget and then we make it that way. So it is very I mean, these are so lovely songs that you can just make it. Then when it's like for the modern people, we can say that you are working in the kitchen cooking something, and you are making a song out of that you are thinking, okay, ab ye dalna hai, ab masala dalna hai, and then you are thinking musically. So in today's aspect we can take it like the students are studying, and they can just, whenever they get time, they can just think, they can say that kuch study songs, some study songs are there. So this is how. But normally folk songs were made in these areas like agriculture, festivals, daily works, so all these things.
So actually,
I want to sing one, yeah, I want to sing one more song, which is Banna Banni song. So मोको पी हरिया प्यारो लागे, मैं नाही जाऊं ससुरलिया। हो मोको पी हरिया प्यारो लागे, मैं नाही जाऊं ससुरलिया. So this is a lady saying that I don't want to go to my to husband's place, because my father's place I like it more. So it's like this thing. So so folk cultures are also very, very responsible to depict the culture of that area, of that region. So it's very important to know some folk songs, to learn them, and because it's very knowledgeable, it makes you learn the culture of that area.
Right. So I've also heard that yes, classical music we have to learn. But what about folk music? The folk music is also being learned in the schools, or it is one stream where somebody wants to learn. So we he can also learn folk music.
You should learn folk music, and I think and this is the area where like people don't learn as of now. They don't make their kids learn, or parents don't learn, because now the gentry is like all working, so they have got into a lot of refined lifestyle. So like even the parents are well educated, so they might not know, but yes, when it comes to some regional songs they might be knowing. But I think it's very important to know these songs, because it keeps you grounded, it keeps you towards your root. So when I sing these songs and I use only those dictions, was what my mother, Srimati Prabha Das, has taught me. So she used to taught that she used to teach that you have to look forward to the dictions, to the accent of that particular song. You don't have to sing it in Hindi. Some songs are in Braj Bhasha, some songs are in Awadhi. Many songs are not in Khadi Boli, like Khadi Hindi. So there are so many, the languages, the versions of the languages, the moment you go to some rural areas. So my mother used to teach me like that. Mokopi, Hariya kind of a thing. But today's kids, so obviously they are all, the international schools. Even in the in their house, they speak English. They don't speak their regional languages. So it's difficult for them. That's why maybe the folk music in schools and even in parental house, they are not getting that training. But definitely I just feel it is very good for your peace of mind. It makes you connected with your roots and with your thoughts, and whatever your dadis and your nannies and your mausis and everybody used to sing. So it keeps you connected, and obviously it keeps you connected to the Indian culture as well. So once you sing that, I have actually noticed it, that that I have been using into the depression patient, and I asked him to sing his regional song from Hyderabad, the Telugu one, and he was so happy to sing that, because it's not the normal language you are singing. You are singing some rural languages, and you want to dance on it, because these songs are all very rhythmic, very good tunes and rhythmic, and they are very easy songs, rhythm wise, tune wise. So it's very important to sing that. It is very important, and like I said, it's regional. So in schools sometimes it is difficult, it is important, but it's difficult to implement, because the children are from different areas, from different regions. So they will say, why should I learn this? So my advice is that they should learn all languages. I know Marathi, Abhang, and I like it so much. I know Punjabi songs, Heer, so many Punjabi ones. I like one Gujarati ones, and I know them. So first of all, language learning is very important for brain and cognition. Secondly, uh, so they can start from a very normal devotional rhythmic songs, like the schools can start, and even the parents can make them learn very easy ones, like आओ सरस्वती आओ na 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 na. So this is so good that you can just compose it. नजरिया लग जाएगी मोरे कान्हा को कोई मत छेड़ो. Now Kana Krishna is in all regions, it's not region specific. So devotional songs and the deity songs are very very common and very easy songs. Easy compositions can be taught to the kids, and then the kids may taught to their parents. Like this can be the project that you go and teach your parents, because even the parents don't know these, the traditional songs. So as a bhajan, as a rhythmic fast bhajan, this can be implemented, the deity songs can be implemented as a folk songs in the schools as well. The teachers can make the students learn songs from their region, so that way even the teachers will feel so peace of mind and relaxing, because even the teachers are so stressed out, shouting every time, yelling. So for them also, so I normally teach students my UP regional folks, and they take it, maybe it takes time, because like I said, dictions, accent, it's really difficult to get, but I teach them, and with time they get it. And then they are not even sophisticated like they normally talk in English, so they think very sophisticated, and then they, hello ma'am. So these things actually sometimes it's some percent it gets subsided. So it's very important to teach and have tricks on to teach on the folk music.
Yeah, and I think this is also a way of we always say that unity into diversity. So I think this is one
Yeah,
platform where we really
exactly.
do diversification in music and connect. So coming back to
Definitely.
our raga of the day, Bhairav. So would like to hear any beautiful song which is popular and our audience must have heard that song.
Yeah, Bhairav is a Gambhir Prakriti raga, and therefore you will find, first of all, two kinds of songs, little sad ones and morning ones. So this is a movie song also. जागो मोहन प्यारे जागो, जागो मोहन प्यारे जागो, सावली सूरत मोहे मन ही भावे. So this is one song. So Jago Mohan Pyare, as I said, it's a Pratah Kalin Rag. Jago Mohan. So this thing. Then very popular one. मोहे भूल गए सावरिया, भूल गए सावरिया, आवन कह गए अजहुना, आवन कह गए अजहुना, नीन ही ना मोरे खबरिया, मोहे भूल गए सावरिया. Then there is a song very popular, but it is not in Bhairav. It's a type of Bhairav, which is a rag called Ahir Bhairav. पूछो ना कैसे मैंने रैन बिताई, पूछो ना कैसे मैंने रैन बिताई, एक युग जैसे एक पल बीता, युग बीते नींद न आए, पूछो ना कैसे मैंने रैन बिताई. Now as you see that it is all the songs are also very gambhir, sad, karun ras, and this rag is also very minor. The that's why you find less songs, comparatively less songs in the movies, but you find it in ghazals also. There's a very, I don't know, the people who listen to ghazals, it's they are familiar. हो दर्द से मेरा दामन भर दे या अल्लाह, फिर चाहे दीवाना कर दे या अल्लाह. हो दर्द से मेरा दामन भर दे या अल्लाह. So this is a very beautiful song in Bhairav, and one more Jagjit Singh song, पत्थर के खुदा पत्थर के सनम पत्थर के भी इंसान पाए हैं, तुम शहर मुहाबत कहते हो, हम जान बचा कर आए हैं. So for the last one, I think I've mixed the lyrics also. But normally, as we see here, that Rag Bhairav is a Gambhir Prakriti Rag. Its chalan is also Gambhir. It uses the minor notes. So therefore, even the song's lyrics are also very Gambhir Karun Ras. So it depicts the Karun Ras. But it is very good for relaxation and for the Shant Ras, for the activation of, because Shant and activation of the chakras. It's very therapeutic rag, and I think if the viewers should listen the raga, if possible, in the morning. Thank you.
Yeah, it was as usual so wonderful to talk to you and listen all the technicalities of different ragas we had been discussing. So we'll be meeting again next week and discuss other beautiful rag. Till then, bye bye, and you
Thank
take
you
care.
so
Thank
much.
We have some unique Akulmek memorabilia which will make you look outstanding. The graphics on these corporate gifts are based on the global best business practices. To become recipient of one of these gifts for free, you have to watch this video till the end and provide your valuable comments. Or you can also share your experiences. The person who makes the best comment would be chosen to become a recipient of these beautiful Akulmak gift, absolutely free, delivered to your doorsteps. The winner would also get a chance to be invited live as a distinguished panelist during our next video. What are you waiting for, friends? Please subscribe Akulmak and smash that like button.